question was sustainability at the aquarium, and if you explore our aquarium, you might notice that essentially the design of our aquarium is externally is this big concrete block that's about 40 years old, and so unlike other museums, other zoos, since we have life support in this big concrete block, it has to be on 24 hours a day, lots of electricity demands, and so we have a number of committees and subcommittees here working to update the aquarium. Our president and sort of higher level directors are working to upgrade our HVAC system, which is the biggest demand for electricity at the aquarium, make that more efficient. And then we've actually had the opportunity as just employees to form a smaller green team and work on things like composting, recycling, both in this building and in the main building, kind of all aspects of sustainability. And as we do this, as we're building new things, trying to incorporate renewable resources, reclaimed resources into the manufacture. We have a new exhibit opening up in April, our Shark and Ray exhibit, so a lot of those materials are being utilized there. Beyond that, we have our conservation department that does a lot of sustainable seafood research, and they actually do sustainability externally. It has influenced us in terms of what we serve in our cafe and our special events, but they actually work with local supermarkets, bigger restaurant corporations to help them find ocean-friendly seafood choices. And what else? It's on our mind a lot. We call it Living Blue, which is like living green, and that's sort of our mantra these days as we help promote stewardship and kind of practicing what we preach method. The most recent ones we got in were rockhopper penguins, the ones with the yellow, like punk rock feathers. I think all the African penguins that we've gotten recently have been hatched here. They're all ladies. Yeah. When the aquarium first opened, though, all the penguins we had were in this one little exhibit up in the corner. If you get up there, it's where our shorebirds are now, so it's a much smaller amount of penguins. Completely the opposite of what we do now in terms of educating and talking about habitats. All the penguins, probably African penguins, were living on like faux, icebergs and things like that.
It's come a long way, just in zoos and aquariums in general. Just how zoos and aquariums now educate and do exhibitry. It's all very different.
We're a habitat aquarium.
Yeah.
Everything is organized by habitat. A lot of the habitats you will see when you go back inside are designed by our in-house design team. So they're very creative. It's almost like a movie set. You know, it looks really cool from this one point of view, and if you were to see it from behind the scenes, you realize that these aren't real mangroves, these aren't real ocean rocks, these aren't everything is kind of fabricated.
The cold-stone turtles are the smallest and most endangered of the sea turtles. They come into Cape Cod Bay on the north side of Cape Cod during the summer months to feed, and when it starts to get cold, their instinct is to swim south, but they're now north of Cape Cod, and so they get stuck, and then when the temperature gets so cold, since they're reptiles, their body temperature drops, and their metabolism slows down, and they can't move. So we have volunteers and staff from Mass Audubon Society down in Cape Cod that collects them and bring them to us, and we nurse them back to health.
But is it recreational or is it educational?
And IMLS isn't one of those places that just likes to hand you a check and is like, all right, good luck. When you get grants, and there are a lot of us that kind of work on different ones, because we get a lot of different types of grants, and some of them come from NOAA, some are from IMLS and various other entities. IMLS likes to hear from you a lot. They're very specific in their reporting, so when you do jump on a grant, it's great. They are very interested in the reporting, and with informal education, I think it's an ongoing kind of interesting topic. How do you measure your success rate? Because we do have family programs, we have team programs, we have all the way down to our Sea Sports program, and how do you measure that when a toddler can recognize? It's kind of hard when it comes to certain things. So it is an ongoing battle to try to measure that.
Something that we like to do when we point out, because we'll do field trip prep workshops for teachers that are going to bring their students here. We always like to point out that the
kids can actually see everything, and they can see the ribs and the bones in the flipper, and can kind of do a lot of comparisons as well. That's a mammal, we're a mammal, so there's lots of comparisons. So we're always trying to tie the exhibits and some of the animals that we have into, you know, kind of relating it back to the student so that they kind of understand that it's all sort of connected.
What's been your favorite part of the aquarium?
I like the penguins. Pretty cool. I get to see, I guess, different types of penguins and get to watch them eat and stuff like that.
I learned that all the fish in the big giant middle tank, they don't eat each other strictly because they feed them so much on a regular basis that they have no hunger to hunt. Or if they didn't, they would eat each other pretty quickly.
I think my favorite part would be seeing things I haven't seen before, such as the leafy seahorses. They were pretty incredible. They blended in with their environment really well. And also the sharks and the large tortoise, sea turtle upstairs. They were really cool to see, just because you don't get to see those things every day.
Probably seeing the big turtle, turtle.
I'd have to say the jellyfish because it's fun seeing their like tentacles being tangled by each other.